Hello, my name is Austin Brown, and this is my interviewing project. The first question is tell me about yourself. Values, culture, abilities, and experiences. The first value that I hold closely to me is accountability. I have found myself to always be accountable for my actions, both in and out of the classroom. I can always be reliable to hand in my assignments on time or put in the extra work to get a good grade. Out of the classroom, on teams such as soccer, basketball, track and field, or several of the sports that I've played in my life, I've always been on time to practice, and I've been reliable to put in my best effort each and every time. I was reading a Wall Street Journal article recently about American Apparel and how they recently went bankrupt and had to sell their company. This resulted from a lack of accountability on both a management and employee level, and it resulted in low production quality, low efficiency, and several missed opportunities to grow their brand. Another value that I hold very closely to me is teamwork. As I mentioned before, I've been a part of sports teams all throughout my life, and I really enjoy being part of a team. Although I may not be the captain of those teams or the star player, I always try to challenge my teammates to perform the best they can by performing my best, however good it may be. The second question is tell me about a significant achievement in your life. An achievement that was very significant to me was making the varsity soccer team my junior year. It may seem routine the way things go on a normal soccer team. You make the varsity team your junior and senior year and go on. But this year specifically, there was a myriad of amazing players, and we ended up going undefeated that year. So that just puts in perspective how good the competition was. Now, to make the team, I had to do a lot of work before the season. For instance, I went to every summer game we played. I went to all the summer trainings, showed up early to practice, got one-on-one time with the coach, talked to him about what I felt like I could improve, and also talked to the assistant coach and the JV coach and got in everyone's ear and made sure that I was going to get my spot on the team. As I mentioned before, we were very successful and we went undefeated, and that's part of the whole teamwork aspect that I value so much. This team that I was on really embodied what a team should be. Also, don't think that just because we were having such an amazing season meant that our grades slipped at all. The team collectively got the highest GPA in the history of the soccer team for our school, which just shows how the team really gelled together and we're dedicated to both our sport and our academics. The final question is tell about something you have learned in class. One thing I've learned in class is that there are several different types of leaders. Now, as I mentioned before, I've never been the best leader myself, but I've been more of a manager. I can help make sure everyone's on task and make sure everyone puts in a high level of performance, but I never was one to inspire or help people individually. But as we have talked about in class, there are three main types of leaders. There's the resonant leader, who is emotionally and socially intelligent, which basically means that they're very self-aware, and they have a strong self-management qualities, and they're also culturally aware, and they can have a sense of what's going on around them, and they're good at managing their relationships. These are all things that I think I'm good at. And so I never thought of myself as a leader, but looking at the definition of a resident leader, I think that I can qualify, and if I work hard enough, I can be that. Other types of leaders are transformational leader, which is basically the ideal leader in any situation. A transformational leader can inspire you and help their employees or whoever's below them seek an extraordinary vision. In this way, an example of a transformational leader would be Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs, although he was unconventional, he got the best out of everyone working for him, and he helped build this incredible empire that is still going on today. The third type of leader that we learned about is the transactional leader. Now, this type of leader is more traditional, and they are, based on the definition, I think they're more of a manager, but these are like the top tier of manager. So the definition is they follow a traditional approach to management in which a leader and a follower behavior is an instrumental exchange. So basically, they're flawless in their relationships with their coworkers and their subordinates, and they tend to get the best out of everyone around them. And that is my interview project. Thank you.